What's up, people? Welcome back to the channel. So the new format's here. This weekend we're gonna get some results for some more important tournaments, kind of solidify the meta more. But for right now, I'm just gonna kind of go over a couple cards that I kind of seen some motion. Starting with Excel Synchro Stardust Dragon, it has kind of gone down. Like it's nowhere near its kind of peak price at 60, but it is still right there in that like $45. Actually, no, well, it's kind of dropped down a little more. You got to cover over 37, 37.14. I was gonna say it was kind of more in that like 40 range last time I checked, but it looks like you could snag this one real quick right here for about $36 and like this one for about 37. So we're looking about 37, $38 for this card. To be honest, I would if you feel like you're gonna use this, if you feel like you're gonna use this card in your deck, I would just go ahead and pick it up right now. I know Manadome is gonna want to use this, and Super Heavy Samurai still has combos that might be able to go into this. I know not having Gamma kind of hurts because that's kind of like what the reason why this card kind of went high, because a lot of using Gamma going in combination with your combo. I don't want to go to tangent, but either way, I do feel like this card still has a place in the meta. I like maybe not in that 60 range, but I could see this card jumping back to like $45-50. So yeah, so be aware that if you do want to play this card, I would just get it right now while it's in the 35 37 range. Maybe it might go down a little lower, but I'll probably jump on it a little sooner rather than later. Baron de Flora is another card that pretty much goes with like the other card I just mentioned, because it kind of makes this one unaffected by a lot of other things. I'm not mistaken, but like I said, but kind of just looking at it right now, we're looking at about like 47.75, 54.69. Nice. To be honest, like I don't see this card kind of going down, anytime soon, because we're going to we're going to ramp up into the WCQ season, where pretty much everyone is well, not everyone, everyone who wants to go play in the Nats is gonna play in the Nats, but also people at locals are gonna get ready for their special worlds tournaments. So it's like it isn't just like for competitive players. There's also just casuals, and also people that just play Yu-Gi-Oh locally, that have stuff to play for. So I really don't see Baron de Fleur kind of going down anytime, going down anytime soon. It's kind of starting to climb up just a little bit right here. So there's one right here for about 51, but then it kind of goes right here up to 52, and then like right here to Z6 54. That's where the 54 is coming from. To be honest, I would probably want to pick up that Barone, especially this reprint. They both got reprinted the same, so it doesn't really matter. I would go and pick up the Barone sooner rather than later. Bisteel Magnemite. Bisteels, I feel, are gonna like make a huge resurgence in the format. Uh, Originally, I wasn't really kind of considering it, but then without it's like I guess I didn't realize how much not having a freaking walking macrocosmos really affected the Bisteels, because the Bisteels even before uh Kashira kind of, especially with the Rise Heart, when Rise Heart came out, even before that meta started, the Bisteels were still kind of running out of favor. So it wasn't like they went from being used by every deck and then immediately shot down to not being played at all when a Rise Heart came out. They're already kind of slowly on a decline, but right now I really do feel like they could have a bit of a comeback. You could have got this thing at $8, but now it looks like it's jumping up to its hype price again. And yeah, it looks like $16.95, $16. It looks like we're gonna go back to those. We're kind of getting close. I think $24, $25 was the highest Magnemite ever got, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, so be wary that this card did jump down to like $15, $16. And usually you run 3 of these, and you'll run one of these, and in the Jewel Swarm, this one has been going everywhere, because sometimes you can run the heavy package where you're running 3, where you're running 6 of them, or there's even a heavier package where you can maybe run even 7. So they're just depending on how many you're running, but this one's kind of going everywhere right now. Looks like you get them right here at the 550 mark. Which is it's like not bad, like $5 for the Jewel Swarm. But there is another one, Bisteel Saronir. This is one that I kind of always forget about. Like it isn't really too useful just for every other deck, because it doesn't have an effect like Jewel Swarm or Magnemite, but if you're playing your Bestials with your with your branded deck, this does have ability, to like kind of interact with branded. So and also, even if you don't want even like I said, even besides that, it is still a 25 body that you can play in your opponent's turn to provide interruption to banish from the graveyard. So we have Sky Striker coming back in the meta with the Ray. That's a huge kind of incentive to run Bestials. So like I said, even this could kind of shoot back up right now. This kind of has been going down. So if you're looking to play Bestials, I'd pick these up before these shoot to like $3 to $5. You get them for like 169, 168, 180. So you get them for about $2 right here. So I'd kind of pick them up sooner rather than later. The Bestial Lubellion, this is a card that I've said multiple times is not going to be good unless, like either I kind of said maybe like a dedicated dragon strategy or a dedicated Bestial deck kind of came out, but with the new cards that came out for the for the branded Despia deck, they usually are able to kind of incorporate this into their combo. So this card kind of saw a resurgence, kind of like saw like a little bit of resurgence in use, and I guess price is kind of reflecting that. We got $68.99, then we got $70, $69.69. So even like this is the meme price, but that's kind of what you're paying. You're paying $69 to $70 for this card. So yeah, if you're, and like I said, branded only lost the expulsion, so it's still a viable deck. So I don't see this card going down anytime soon. Gamma Seal, I essentially Castira is going to be, well, in theory, will be reduced to a Rise Heart Pass, and a lot of decks are going to be playing the Baron. They're going to be playing, even like, they're going to have the Baron. They can even have like, like Bestial Rebellion. You can have just like something that you just don't want to deal with, or even any of these, like any of the, like these Bestial right here, like these two. Like this one stays on the field too long, you get a lot of advantage. This one has interruption, so you don't really want to like leave those cards in the field. So there's a lot of argument for just running Kaiju's just kind of chilling right there. And Gamacill's prices are reflecting that. You got the dude versions right here going for about $8 to $9. The rares similar price. They're they're about like $7 to $8, and the secret rares, which are the ones that I kind of wanted to look at. Because I've always wanted a set of these secret rares, but they've just always been going up lately. And boom, I've just been noticing right here that they are $26. These are $26 cards, man. Like they were at one point, they were here at 17, 19, and then boom, just go shoot up. And now we're looking at these cards at $26 a copy. If you have these secrets and you want, you need to get some extra money, and maybe you want to trade them in or something, like that's kind of a good idea. But or if you just have some in for some reason in your bulk and you didn't think about it, Gamacil the Sea Turtle secret rares are worth $25. Santa Claus, this is another form of removal, especially because Purely is actually still going to also be in the meta. Like, even though Purely did take a hit, it isn't like it's just going to be gone. The same with Castira. Doesn't mean it's just going to be gone. It's just was hit very well. So you do have a call for like Santa Claus, and I think in Battles of Legend it's probably going to get its reprint. So I would hold off on buying this card, because like I really do see them just throwing Santa Claus in there as just like one of those one of those cards to get to just to kind of drive people to the set, I guess I wouldn't call it like a chase card, but just like, oh yeah, by the way, we're throwing this meta card in there. Every once in a while they do that. I think they're gonna do that with Santa Claus. If they don't, it's all good, but that's kind of what I'm calling it here. I want Santa Claus to be in the Battles of Legend, and we'll see what happens here. But like golds are still about, let's check on the gold price. These golds, I sold my golds at about $5, and looks like they are still in the $8 to $9 range. So gold are still in the $8 to $9 range. You got super rares right here, kind of same thing. Like they're probably like more like the 12 to 14 range. What we got here? Yeah, we're looking right there. So about 12. Yeah, look, about $12 to $13. So $12 $13 for the super rare. Yeah, I mean that's just kind of how it goes. These are like not only people just don't like the gold, but this is also from like the advent calendar, and then the ultra rare. This is from Speed Duels, right? Yeah, Speed Duels, and these just zoomed up. They were worth nothing and just have gone like completely crazy, worth 13. About $15 to $16. So $15 to $16 for these ultra rares right here, which is kind of like crazy to think about. The last card I want to talk about is Psy-Frame Gear Delta. So Gamma has been limited to 1, and that sucks. But just because Gamma was at 1 doesn't mean there isn't still a use for Gamma. It's just that Gamma was the best option because it took out the hand traps and then it got you into the 8. So that was kind of like the more, that there was more incentive to use it. But Siphon Delta is the same thing as Gamma, but it stops spell cards. So in all honesty, I would very much consider this, that if you still want to run this package, this is still good. Like, this is still extremely good. There's a lot of cards that you want to, a lot of spell cards that, I guess the better way to word it is your opponent will be very much caught off guard. Like, your opponent's not going to be, because they're already thinking that, okay, they're not going to play Gamma, so they might, either play into situations, but they also might not expect this and really, either it might mess up their combo or mess up kind of their whole thought process. So this is something that might come out of left field, that if you're really thinking about still trying to play that package, I would consider it. It was, again, worth literally nothing, and it's gone up, 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 up. You get the heavily plays at $4, $3.50, moderate plays $5. Light plate first ed $7.15. So we're looking at $7 for these cards right here. In all honesty, if you have them, I would try them out. I'm honestly going to try them out myself because you have a lot of stuff like Runic, you have all the pot cards, you have a lot of different cards that you wouldn't mind stopping with this card. Alright guys, that's it for the video. Still trying to figure out the whole editing, process, but we're going to figure that out once I get some other stuff figured out. So that's it for the video. Peace out, and I'll catch you in the next one.